What is up, Emmett Till Elementary School parents? I am your friend, Damian Howard, here with another parent empowerment session so that we, through this session and through ongoing conversation, can get tools and resources that helps us to show up not only for our kids in a way that helps them to develop their social and emotional well-being. But hey, when we come to this space and we have the conversations that we have together, listen, it is all about us as a parent community getting those things that we need, getting those things that we want that helps us. What do they say on the airplanes? To make sure that we're putting a gas mask on ourselves first, so that we can then be in a better place to help all of those people around us, especially the people we care about the most. So every single time, you all, I get an opportunity to go ahead, go live, hit record, and record a session, especially for the parent community connected to Emmett Till. Listen, I get a unique energy that is really pushing me and propelling me mentally and in my heart space to a place where I am so ready for this conversation that is crazy. I just want to say on the front end of our time together today that it is very important for us to understand that if we are the type of parents that are taking time to watch this parent empowerment video that is connected and tied to our child's school, that we, let me say it this way, you are the very parent that we need to not disengage, but to stay engaged and help us in this work of developing the Parent Advisory Council. Guess what? When we show up to these meetings, what we're seeing is a handful of parents who are saying, hey, I'm willing to be a contributor to not only my child's education, but the environment that my child is being educated in. And our goal going into next year, or at least the goal of my work, is that we will have at least 15 parents that are connected to every Parent Advisory Council. So especially next year, going into next school year, when I show up, I'm wanting to know who are the champions, who are the parent leaders, who are those individuals that are raising their hands, saying that I'm willing to be that one, to be those two or three or more individuals that will be leaders to go out and help other parents that something special, help other parents to know, hear me, that something special is happening at Emmett Till Elementary School. So with that, y'all are at a point where this is the third time that we're having conversations. So you know when Damian Howard shows up, your premier social and emotional learning coach, I am showing up to offer us a space, an opportunity to get empowerment that once more is reminding us of things that we can do, skills that we can activate to help us live our best lives. Hey, I love the fact that you all have a principal who's saying when you show up to parent advisory councils connected to Emmett Till, it's not just us showering you with information. You see it here on the screen. We're about equipping champions, parent leaders, parents across the board who are saying, I want to be empowered with some stuff that's going to help me in my ability to show up for the young person I care about the most. You hear me? To show up for my child. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the session for today. As a reminder, the work that I do is connected to two organizations. One of them is SEL-Plus, an organization I started with 4 high school students from Crane High School. And the reason why I show up enthusiastically every single month to have a conversation with you, with parents, is based on the fact that I believe parents are the biggest and most important change agents that we have connected to schools. You all see it right there on the screen. Our work is to transform the culture of schools through adult parent social and emotional learning. And then also, y'all, we are bringing partners together from across the city to make sure that folks are connected to this important work and we can impact positive change upon our schools. So we had an icebreaker that we were going to do, list and priorities. We'll skip that for today. Let me just pause here on this screen. This is an opportunity, and even though we are not live, you in your own space watching this via playback, reflect on what's on the screen. Share your experience participating as a champion in meetings just like this before, or what do you hope to gain from the time that we're spending together today? Now, what I hope is that as you all reflect upon how you would respond to something like that, I need you to think of, okay, what is it that I want to experience in our parent advisory council meetings moving forward that is going to encourage me to stay, and that's also going to encourage me to be the type of leader to help us to get to at least 15 parents who are a part of the parent advisory council. Hey, the beautiful thing about us leveraging technology is that even though we are not all together live, you all can still take time for reflection. And I want you to know, or I want you to take an opportunity to reflect upon, what do you hope to get from your parent advisory council? What do you hope to get from the time that you're spending with your premier social emotional learning coach that's going to encourage us to build this team and get at least 15 parents as a part of this work going into next school year? We are at a point right now, whereas the core competency that we're focusing on is responsible decision-making, knowing that when we have a community of individuals, of parent leaders, and our parent advisory councils that are consistently, habitually growing in the place of making responsible decisions, guess what? That's going to transform what's going on in our kids' classrooms, across the whole school, in our communities, in our homes. This work matters. And today, we have an opportunity to focus on health and wellness. Now, every single month, and I share these resources with your team, next year, when we have these opportunities of having our parent advisory council meetings, we're going to go a little bit deeper into showing you all of the resources that are there for you to really get the full lesson that we have for you every month. Hey, for these particular sessions, I only have a limited time. So with the limited time, I just picked out some of the key points that we have from this particular session, right? So that we could just take an opportunity to remind ourselves of things that's going to help us, again, to live our best life. Here's one of the points, right? And this month, by the way, as we're focusing on health and wellness, one of the things that we wanted to pull out is managing our time better. Because the more we take intentionality about the way that we spend our time, the more margin, cushion we can build to be healthier individuals. Hey, point number 4 that was on our lesson is that if there's one thing you can count on, something unexpected is going to pop up, right? We know this as parents. Things always happen. Things go down that we did not plan for. Therefore, you need to learn to keep margin. Come on, I'm trying to give y'all language and a word that we need to add. If we don't already have it, add to our vocabulary. We need margin. We need space for the unexpected to happen. Because when you have financial margin, when you have time and cushion for the unexpected to happen, when those unexpected things happen, it does not have to turn into calamity, something big, something that's going to knock you all the way off of your square and have you doing things that you wouldn't normally do, responding in ways that you wouldn't normally respond. But if you have margin for the unexpected to happen, guess what? Then when the unexpected does happen, you have more cushion to stay even keel. You have more cushion to be that type of person that says, I'm ready, right, for things to go off a little bit because I can address this. I have cushion, I have margin, and then I can get right back to the regularly scheduled program. All right, let's keep it moving. The next point is that we need to ask for help. Too often, y'all, for whatever reason, in our communities, we'll be in a place of struggle. We'll be in a place of unease. We'll be in a place of mental and emotional stress and duress. Come on, let's take it a step further. We'll have crazy anxiety that's having us feel like we're depressed. We'll have crazy anxiety that's making us feel like we might hurt somebody, or I might even hurt myself, right? And at that point, we got to ask for help. We got to seek help. Now, here's the point. sometimes people don't understand that even in our parent advisory councils, we can get individuals to push into this space, like myself, who can be elements of balm, of restitution, of restoration, of support for us, right? And if we continue to do work together going into next year, it's not only about getting 15 parents in this space, it's about us getting the resources and getting the individuals and getting the organizations to the table that can help us in the ways that the Emmett Till parent community can use support. Guess what? All of us need help. And we have to have a willingness, we have to have a vulnerability and an openness to ask for help when we need it. Hey, I love this point. We got to learn to say no. Learn how to say no. Now, here is the fact of the matter. For a lot of my work, I get most opportunities to work with moms. And if we don't know anything else, moms are nurturing individuals. Even sometimes when we show up in a way that some people might feel is angry, or show up in a way that people might feel is aggressive, all of that is a reflection of our love. It's a reflection of, for again, particularly with someone like, I love you. And because I love you and I don't want any harm to come to you, when you're not listening to me, now I have to say it in a way where you understand? And with us as parents being so nurturing, wanting the best for our kids, wanting the best for other individuals, sometimes we have issues saying no. And when we don't learn to say no, what happens is, again, is we lose the opportunity to have margin in life. We lose the opportunity to have cushion. We lose the opportunity to have space enough for mindfulness practices, reflection, yoga, things that are going to bring goodness to our life, because we're so busy being about what everybody else needs us to be about that we're not creating the amount of time to be about what we need to be about. So if you do not have it as a part of your vocabulary today, our session on health and wellness, focusing on time management, is encouraging, imploring every parent under the sound of my voice from the Emmett Till community to learn how to say no. All right, I'll quickly just touch on this one. Set goals, right? And I love doing what I'm about to do right now, even though for a lot of you all, this is probably going to be too much information. You understand me, TMI. But I just think that for whatever reason, I just feel inclined to pop something up on the screen, right? So if you have goals, if you're intentional with how you're going to function and what you want to accomplish every day, I should be able to look at your calendar and see, oh, snap, those are some of my action items. Oh, snap, these are some of the things that I want to accomplish. Oh, snap, these are some of my goals. You even have different colors for your goals and different ways that you, oh, hold on. I'm not going to play with y'all. Every time you see green on my calendar, that means I'm doing some stuff, whereas I'm trying to make new money. I'm trying to establish new relationships. And why in the world do I have things on my calendar? Because if I don't have it on my calendar, there's a higher probability that it won't get done. And if I'm not intentional about the stuff that I want to get done, how in the world am I going to ever expect myself to get to a better place in life? Hey, the point is, we need to establish goals. Oh, man. And whatever space that you all are finding this, come on, Emmett Till parent community. I need to know, are you all feeling me? Are you all understanding how this thing is going down right now? Because it is officially going down in a major way. All right, let's continue on in our conversation. Right, so at this point, after we've had an opportunity to express some of the strategies that you all ought to be reminded of in order for us to be in a healthier place, in order for us to manage our time, to bring more health into our lives, here are some discussion questions that I need for us to ponder until the next time we see each other. In your opinion, what is important for healthy time management? Come on, personalize it. What is important for you in order for you to have and deploy and activate time management in a way that's going to bring you to improve health. Question number 2. What's one thing in your life that proper time management is going to allow you to do more of, allow you to, come on. Some of us are saying, I want that bank account to flow in a different way. Some of us are saying, I need more time to read. I need more time to go and chill with my people, whatever it might be. What is it? Personalize it for you, that when you manage your time more effectively, that you're going to have more of an ability to do this thing or to do these things. Now, before I leave, I always want to hit the Emmett Till parent community off with a strategy. Time management and stress management go hand in hand. How you cope with stress is the key to managing it. Try to identify a few positive coping mechanisms and practice them until they become second nature. Some people find the practice of yoga, for example, to be beneficial as a stress reliever. So I leave you all with this. As a part of how I am asking you all to activate this session today, I am asking you to spend, matter of fact, after this video, maybe you just need to cut some stuff off. Something was pricked in your heart and your mind, whereby something said today has you at a place to say, wow, it's not like that was new information, but it was something there that I needed to hear. If you made it to this point in this video, there was something there that I needed to hear. So the SEL skill that we're asking you to activate in your life today is to identify some of the coping mechanisms that you know to be effective. At this time, we know something: breathing, mindfulness practices, journaling. We know some strategies that can help us to keep stress low. But too often, we don't do what we know can put us in a more healthy place. So today, I am asking you all to find, carve out, and protect time to identify coping strategies for stress management that you are going to start to do, that you're going to keep doing, and you're going to continue until these things become a habit. And once you get this habit, now you have space and capacity to consider other helpful things that you can do to be in a healthier place, to be in a place of improved and increased wellness. Because at the end of the day, if you are not healthy, how in the world will you be in a place that you can now influence the health of another person? Hey, I wanted to get straight to the point today and keep this thing succinct and keep this thing right on target with what we needed to talk about, because now I am needing you to take the rest of the time that we usually spend me talking to you all for you to do the work, for you to look at those discussion questions, for you to look at the SEL activation activity and do the work. Hey, Emmett Till parents, let me tell you all, I am looking so forward to next school year together. Next school year, we are going to rock and roll with a goal of 15 parents as a part of our Parent Champions community. Hey, until then, it is your friend, Damian Howard, signing off, your premier social and emotional learning coach. Peace out, friends.